Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Familiar, a heart. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it if you do. So in the last video, I showed you how to make one of these squares. And in today's video, we're going to be learning how to block squares. So as you see, I've got my ironing board out, plus my iron, which is all heated up, ready to go. And I have some pins. So we are doing steam blocking today. These are the squares I just pulled off of the ironing board that I steamed last night. There are a number of ways why you'd be wanting to steam a project. One, it could be a funny looking shape like this, or two, you could be wanting to preserve it or sell it. So the reason why I'm steaming is because one, it is a hexagon, it's not a square, and the other reason is because I'm going to be selling this blanket. If you didn't know from the last video, I am making a honeycomb granny square blanket. In the last video I showed you how to make these hexagon granny squares. So the first thing you'd be wanting to do while you're blocking is I might just turn the camera around like that so you guys can see, because I'm going to be pinning it all the way down here. So pretty much what you want to do is take your pin. Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure your iron is heated up, ready to go, and filled up. And make sure your iron's also filled up with water, which I've just done that from my water bottle. And also make sure it has a steam setting, because we're steam blocking. So pretty much how far away you want the iron from your project is about that far away from the iron. As you can see, that about that far away from the iron. And the reason why you'd be wanting to do it that far away from the iron is because if the iron touches the fabric can burn. The microfibers can actually stick to the iron and damage your project. So what you're going to be doing is just putting the pin in one corner and just stabbing it through like that. I will close that, but I'm actually going to do it all the way down here. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be doing here so you guys can have a rough idea. And then the next pin, what you're going to be doing is putting it in there, and then you're going to stretch it out just a little bit to make sure it's flat. Make sure it's like a straight edge. And then you'll get another pin and then do the exact same thing over here. And you just want to keep doing that with pins until you pin the whole thing to whatever you are pinning it to. You can pick carpet, you can pick styrofoam, you can pick an ironing board like this. It doesn't really matter. But if you are steam blocking, I would pick an ironing board. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing down here. So I'm going to try my very best to make sure I don't have to pause the video today, because I am only steam blocking. So yeah, I'm just pinning my project to my board right now. And sorry if you see the crutches in the background. If you don't know from my last video, I just got out of foot and ankle surgery on Monday. So about 2 days ago, I've just gotten out of surgery. That's why there are crutches in the background. And I've just noticed I want to be picking the camera up to show you how I steam block. So we'll have to pause the video at least once, which is okay. Right, so I've got one more corner that I need to pin, and then I'll flip my camera around and show you how I actually do the block. Oop. and I'll just pick myself with the needle. Okay, so now I'm just gonna flip the camera around and I'll show you how to block. Okay guys, so I'm back and I'm gonna do this one-handed, obviously. So I'm just gonna push all my pins aside. Grab your iron. Make sure the cord's out of the way and just hover. See how far away I am from the project and the iron. So I'm pretty much just gonna do that. Press the steam button a couple of times and just hover around like that. So that's probably, for this square, should be enough steam. Yep. So then obviously you will feel it's a little bit damp. So then all you got to do now is just leave it to cool down completely. So I'm actually going to flip the camera around and I'll be right back. So yeah, you just saw. So now all you got to do is just leave your project to cool down completely. Make sure it's not too hot. I'm just going to have it a couple more steams. Yeah, so once you finish steaming your project, you just want to let it sit down and cool down completely. Make sure it's not hot, make sure it's not wet, and you're good to go. Yep, now I'm just going to let mine cool off. I personally like these granny squares. I actually left overnight to cool because I blocked them last night and I just pulled them off the pin board this morning. So these ones I did leave overnight. If I can try and leave them overnight, I will. But in the same breath, if I've got like hundreds of squares to block all at once, then I'll just wait. I'll just block one set, take them off after they've cooled down and block another set. So that is what I do to block my projects the faster way. This is the quicker way. This is the quickest way to block a project. There are other ways to block projects, but they take longer. They don't take as quick as what this project does. Because all you got to do is just let this sit down here and just cool off. And that's it. So I really hope you guys like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, get a thumbs down. And please smash that subscribe button if you haven't already and become a heart yourself. And hit the post notification bell button so you get notified whenever I post a video like this one. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Oh, by the way, the next video will be me showing you how to connect all the squares together. So that will be in the next video. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.